Do you ever feel like you're trying your best with money, but it's just not working? You know the rules, but you still make mistakes?
Well, I'm going to tell you something you might not believe. You are programmed to fail.
It's not your fault. The human brain hasn't adjusted to the modern world of digital money and fast-moving markets. We are all running on ancient survival software that was brilliant for keeping us alive thousands of years ago. But it's terrible at managing a modern financial plan. This is the only video you need to watch to understand why you fail to follow simple golden rules like create a budget and stick to it, invest a little money consistently, don't put all your eggs in one basket, and most importantly, don't panic and sell everything when the market gets scary. In this video, I will show you the glitch in your own thinking, and then I will give you the tools to build the discipline you need for long-term success. To make it simple, this video is divided into 3 chapters: why we fail, the hidden code in our brains that makes us irrational, the evidence, the real-world mistakes this code causes us to make, the solution, the simple techniques you can use to change your mindset. Let's get started. So, why is it so hard to be rational with money? It all comes down to one powerful idea, explained by a Nobel Prize-winning concept called prospect theory. But don't worry about the fancy name. It boils down to one simple, powerful truth about your brain.
The pain of losing hurts about twice as much as the pleasure of winning feels good.
Let me give you a simple example. Imagine 2 things happen to you today. Scenario 1. You're walking and you find a $100 bill on the ground. That feels great, right? It makes your day. Scenario 2. You reach into your pocket and realize a $100 bill you had is gone. You've lost it. That feels awful. It can ruin your whole day. Which feeling is stronger? For almost everyone, the sting of losing the $100 is far more powerful than the joy of finding it. That's the secret code running in your mind. Your brain is not a calculator. It's a survival machine that is terrified of loss. This fear of losing is called loss aversion, and it secretly guides almost all of our financial decisions, often in the wrong direction. Okay, that's the theory. But where do we see this fear of losing actually costing us money in the real world? It shows up in 2 classic investment mistakes. First, the disposition effect. This is another fancy name for a very simple pattern. We hold on to our losing investments for too long, and we sell our winning investments far too early. Here's an example of how this plays out. Imagine you buy 2 stocks for $1,000 each. Stock A, the loser. After a month, it's worth only $800. The thought of selling it for a $200 loss is so painful that you tell yourself,
"It's not a real loss until I sell. I'll just hold on until it comes back to what I paid for it."
So you hold on, and it often sinks even lower. Stock B, the winner. After a month, it's worth $1,200. You have a $200 profit. Now, the fear of losing that profit kicks in. You think,
"I should sell now and lock in my gain before it disappears."
So you sell it, taking a small, quick profit, only to watch it go on to be worth $2,000 over the next year. In both cases, the fear of loss made the decision. You were too afraid to accept a small loss on stock A, and you were too afraid of losing a small gain on stock B. This is one of the biggest reasons investors underperform. Second, the equity premium puzzle. This sounds complicated, but it's really about being too scared of the stock market. For over 100 years, the stock market has given much, much higher returns than safer investments like government bonds. So the puzzle is, if stocks make so much more money over the long run, why are people so afraid to invest more in them? The answer, again, is our fear of loss. Let's look at an example of 2 friends, Sarah and Tom, who both invest for retirement over 30 years. Sarah is cautious. She puts her money in super safe bonds. Her investment grows slowly and steadily. It never has scary drops, and after 30 years, she has a nice, predictable amount of money. Tom invests in the stock market. His journey is a roller coaster. Some years, he's up 20%. Other years, he's down 15%. And it feels terrible. He feels that short-term pain all the time. But because he sticks with it, after 30 years, his final amount is dramatically larger than Sarah's. The equity premium puzzle shows that most people are like Sarah. The short-term pain and fear of loss from the stock market's roller coaster are so strong that they give up on getting much larger long-term gains. Okay, so we know our brains are wired to fail with money. The good news is, once you know the code, you can write a new one. Here are 2 simple, powerful techniques to change your mindset. First, broad framing. This just means stop looking at the small, daily picture and start focusing only on the big, long-term picture. If you check your investment account every single day, you're going to drive yourself crazy with fear. You'll see every small dip, and your ancient brain will scream, "Danger!" Here's a simple rule. Only check your long-term investments once every 3 months, or even just once a year. Think of it like your health. If you weigh yourself every hour, you'll be stressed out by normal fluctuations. But if you weigh yourself once a month, you'll see the real, long-term trend. Your finances are the same. Look at the big picture, and the small drops won't scare you into making a bad decision. Second, behavioral coaching. This doesn't mean you need to hire an expensive coach. A coach is simply a system you put in place to protect you from your own emotional mistakes. The best and easiest coach you can set up is automation. Set up an automatic transfer from your bank account to your investment account for the same amount of money on the same day every single month. When you automate it, you remove the fear. You don't have to decide if now is a good time to invest. You don't get scared and skip a month when the market is down. Your logical brain sets up the system, and it runs automatically, protecting you from your emotional brain's desire to panic. Thank you for watching this video. The battle for financial success isn't fought in the markets, it's fought in your own mind. I hope that by understanding your own psychology and using these simple techniques like broad framing and automation, you will build the discipline for your own long-term success.
Please like this video if you found it helpful. Subscribe for more content that makes you a smarter investor. And most importantly, invest in yourself.
See you in the next video.